Okay,
let's go through the new stuff.
Cryomancer Icicle Shot was not included in the... Here it is. Cryomancer Icicle Shot was not included in like ability when you click on Cryomancer here, even though it's placeholder here, but it wasn't included. I think that there was a problem, like error internally in the code, and it didn't throw like exception, like error, but only warning, so I haven't noticed that, and I had to dig through the code to fix that. So yeah, that is fixed now, and I think she was in the, like in the game. If you put Cryomancer in the game, not she, that's he.
It's not she.
Yeah, he was actually having that icicle shot, but it only didn't displayed here, and I had to check all of the abilities to make sure everything works fine, and it works now, so that's a good thing. Level text on unit info panel is fitting within icons level rectangle, so that this is fine, and yeah, all of the texts and everything is rescaled, so it fits nicely. So for example, there was a problem with unstable firebolt, and then this text was overlapping stamina cost, so that's fixed. And then there was I think decimal numbers that happened on Troll level 30, but I haven't made it to I think I have the screenshot here. Vlada said about that, and I'm gonna find it. Ah, there it is. That was a problem also. This was a problem, and that decimal numbers was problem. So basically now in this base unit stats there is no decimal numbers. Whole numbers are like rounded, rounded to fit the whole number, like without decimals. And then here this was the problem. Strength, if the number is with 3 digits, then it like overlaps down here. So these are the things that were fixed. Then the master volume when battle starts sometimes resets to 100. That's fixed. Then changing the randomized reputations by going to the menu and back from the inventory is not possible anymore. Yeah, that was the problem. As you can see here, you got randomized reputation with 2 factions only. And for now that's the Town Hall and Church of the Dead. And in the previous version, in the current version you're having right now, if you go back and then start, look,
still works.
Still works.
I mean,
wait a second. This is the problem because I started the game from this scene, and if I go from this scene, it's gonna work. Basically you have to start the game from this scene. So let's see, 13 and 27, and if I go back and start, it's still 13 and 27.
30 and 20 was the default that we had before, so I guess it didn't even randomize it at all.
It didn't even randomize.
So it didn't do the first randomize.
Basically the randomization happens in this scene. So yeah. And then FPS counter is displayed on all scenes. As you can see here, the FPS counter, if I go back it stays here, and if I go into the battle, let's go like this, it stays here. We didn't have, we have it only in the battle, so I thought I can go back. So here it is. I don't have any units in inventory, and if I press ranked, there is this pop up. But it worked like this, so if you don't have the time to read it, basically that's it. You can click it again and read what it says. But if you click it and starts to fade out, if you roll over it, you can read it, and if you click, it will disappear. So that's a little thing, but it's really helpful and feels much more smoothly. Blood on all units is enabled. So basically, the blood on every unit that we have here wasn't enabled, even though we updated every unit that animators sent us. We forgot to set up their blood, and that is fixed now. So okay, so yeah, that's it for programming updates. Well, it's not all, it's the visual things that you can see that are wrote down here, but there was other things like fixing the whole messy system that we rushed to finish before previous week to finish the demo. So there was a bit of programming, and yeah, that's it. And we have updates about here is the Goran drew the art for
we have a new
background. Yeah,
but it's still in the development. So
yeah,
as you can see here, the bridge texture is done, and this is like really nice. When you zoom in, you will see like all the minor details, because mostly your camera will be like
this, yeah.
But while you zoom out or look around, we need to find a way to how to animate this water.
I talked with Goran about this.
Yeah,
and
he has some ideas, and I was also
yeah,
showing him how in Kingdom Rush they animated the Waterfall.
Yeah, there's some three
we'll do some
frames
stuff
or something.
like that. There's actually more to it. I think we have some something below. Ah, here it is. This is the full picture, but older version. So yeah, we should actually tell Goran to start working on the new ability icons, because we have a bunch of question marks there.
Yeah, a bunch of placeholders there. And yeah, we were talking about the game design overall. We have few things to.
Yeah, we have some.
I don't know.
Well, we can even talk about it.
Yeah.
So
okay.
This is how the game works. You enter the game, like there is a middle screen between this and this. Right now we don't have it, but there will be, and it's going to be like what region you are, what league you are, and so on. And you will have another inventory, and that inventory will have gems that are like kind of like upgrades. So here you will, when you start the game, like you have 30 weeks, you will be able to click on another button here that will open like the upgrade screen. And imagine like this is the upgrade screen, and you have five slots here, and they are all empty, and only the first one is unlocked. These other ones are locked, and you can then you have another inventory here with items that are these gems. And let's say you got a few gems, and then you drag a gem that you want here, and it gives you some bonus. It says like, okay, it gives you 30% discount on orcs or on items, or it gives you reputation with somebody, or something active that you can activate, like ability, like refresh the shop for like 3 weeks without costing you 3 weeks. And then when you reach the reputation 20, like here, this one unlocks, and then you can drag another one, and then on 40, 60 and 80 all of them unlock. And then basically you are using these gems. But when you finish the game,
finish the
like
whole 30 weeks,
whether you win or lose, you get like one random gem. Now if you lose, you probably get less valuable, or I don't know, maybe you don't even get the gem, maybe you get only the gold for the gem or something like that.
It's not gold, it's the other currency that
currency, So the other currency would be currency that you are buying these games with,
Yeah.
but you're also getting them at the end of every game that you win. So that's why a game will feel a little bit like a roguelike or roguelite, because you play and then you try some stuff out, you finish, you lose or not, and then you go and play again, but you want another game, and then that game maybe have some cool power that you can use in the right time.
Yeah.
So maybe you need to refresh more units because you didn't build the best team, or maybe you need better items, or it could be like one game could let you convert one of your units into demon unit and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Of course, that will take time to implement, but we need to finish this. I mean, Daniel needs to finish this. All this stuff that we need to have have like a good gameplay for like what it is, and then we'll do this meta upgrade thing with games and whatnot. Okay, so imagine if we have this other screen. This is how we currently think about it. Like you would have all your games here, inventory with your games, and then here it would be right now, that's the idea, that we had some map.
Yeah.
And then let's say that we had like, I don't know, 3 regions, and this is the Foul Woods that you are in at the beginning, then there is the...
And that which is right now, right here.
Yeah. Then
the region, yeah.
Then you would have 3 leagues here, so when you click start here, it asks you what league do you want, depending on how far you got, of course. You have to defeat that boss, and then you move to the next league. And then when you defeat all 6 of them, you go through a lot of new items, new units and so on. You go to the new region, which is this wasteland, and we even have a little teaser art for that. Here it is.
Yeah.
So this is basically a place that was like destroyed by some demon summoning and whatnot. We're gonna tease that through the story a little bit, through the quests and events and whatnot. And then you do the same thing here, but here you got a lot of different units, like maybe knights and orcs, and usual units that you were able to get there are now very rare in this new region. So you have to learn with new units what the hell is going on with new items, and that's the idea. Of course, this will probably happen only after early access, because it will take forever just to finish the Foulwood region and everything that we have there, and a million mechanics.
There's a lot of things. Basically, the game should work, like totally work, and then we would implement other regions.
And the thing is that, like, we want to add mana assassin, but this guy has stealth, and we have no way of telling units that the other unit is in stealth. Like, everybody sees everybody, and now we need to adapt the system. Then we want the necromancers. They are summoning ghouls from dead units.
Yeah.
Then we don't have system for that. It's like everybody gets instantiated, created at the start.
Plus, the thing is that first of all we need to fix current system, because there is a few problems there that are like
definitely
stupid.
AI is doing stupid stuff, and it will always do stupid stuff, but let's make sure it's not doing too many stupid stuff.
Too many.
No, better.
And if there is nobody here right now, if you press start, we have John.
Like what?
Yeah.
What do I do?
What start? How to start?
Cool.
I mean. Just why? Who knows why? Classic meme.